It's a way of life. The team that wins is the team that fights. And being there to cheer and shout is what football games are all about. You should be there, see it, feel it, breathe it. You should be there, see it, feel it, breathe it. 'Cause being there when you hear the roar, being part of the crowd when your team has scored, whether you win or you lose, you get up and shout, because that's what football is all about. You should be there, see it, feel it, breathe it. You should be there, see it, feel it, breathe it. You should be there, see it, feel it, breathe it. The footy, you just can't beat being there.
Start of the final quarter in the grand final to 74. The Bays and Sturt locked together in a thrilling battle as Marker tried to thump it on. Also toted Corns, taken by Lloyd. Sturt side go forward to the half forward. Oh, Tregenza hit his own man. It was Colby. He'll feel that one, and it's kicked away by Marriott towards the boundary. And our Channel 9 telecasting point, 6-12 Sturt, 6-7 Glenelg. Comment while he may.
Tregenza nearly killed himself. He can hardly walk. Lauder's off, and Barton's on for Sturt.
There's the thump down by Corns, down to Marriott. He mishandled. That's little Noonan. Noonan with a handball away to Bergen. He dropped the ball and he's gone for holding the ball. And McFarlane, one of the best on the ground for the Bays, feeling his leg. He'll have to lose his leg to go off because the Bays already have both reserves on the ground. They lost Bennett in the first term. Here's the kick away towards the centre half forward spot. Big pack of players. Up goes Corns. Off hands. Comes to Carey. Nelson gets into his back right in front of umpire Ducker, but a free kick paid for a throw against Carey. Nelson to take the free kick. 5 points Sturt lead by. Here's his kick into the breeze towards centre half forward. Behind the pack, Wild taking a timely mark. And will Sturt do just as well into the breeze as the Bays did in the last term? Here's the kick to the half forward line. Certainly they're starting well enough. They thump it away from Graham, and the player to do it there was the enforcer, Wayne Ferris. There he is in your Channel 9 screen, number 2.
Well, Sturt's best ruckman on the day has marked very well in front of Tregenza.
Tregenza and Wild with Tardif coming from the side. Klomp took a hard one then, picked up by Noonan, got nowhere to go, but he gave the Guernsey, he gave the ball over to little Barton. Barton's kick to the full forward spot. Crozer opposed to Davies. Davies from the back. Enforcer goes to the ground. Kicked off. Marriott, they ride him into the turf and he'll get the free kick off the half-back line. The Sturt fans don't like it, but it was definitely there.
Yes, it was there all right, and it's safe. Centre half-back or half-back flank. He goes for a short pass. Tardif.
Bit dicey with a short one with that breeze at your back, Wally. I thought they'd go long in this quarter. They're probably still thinking of the last term when they had to go short. Here's the kick to the centre of the ground towards Corns. Gets up high. Through his hands it goes. Through goes Casey. Taken by Bagshaw. Gives it back to Casey. A lightning handball. Brendan Howard steadies. Out of the diamond they go. Down to the forward left pocket. Wild has a double grab. Great mark. He's come to life in this last term.
Well, he's played well all this game. He's done a lot of hard work and he's taken marks when other players couldn't. And you saw it then. He outpointed Tregenza, but he's got to kick a goal. Kick to the goal he kicks into. Can't do this.
He's going to fall short. Who's there? Tap down in front, kick off the ground by Wickens, out towards Tregenza, through his legs it goes, went past, taken by McFarlane, he's got to play a running pass, instead he handballs over, gives it to Big Tregenza who hurt himself earlier in the term. His kick was touched as it came off the boot. Lloyd's got it, that's why he didn't go back to the kick. It's taken by Sims. Both the reserves on for Sturt. Well, Sims at the Rover, Barton are both on, so they've made 2 changes. Lord is one of those off. We'll check it for you as it's kicked down to the half-forward line. Wild in front. Spoilt that time, picked up by Noonan. Noonan's playing a great last quarter. Here's his kick towards the full forward spot. Davies from behind, Crozer in front. Barton trying to pick it up. Got it now, drops it onto his boot. Taken by Oti. Oti goes in towards the goal, kicks it high, but it's offline. Waiting underneath it, Crozer and Davies. What's happened? It goes to the line, 1 point.
Oh, there was nothing in that at all. Robert Oti having a shot, but he put it up in the air. And the breeze killed him. Oh dear, there's nothing in this game at all. In fact, there's one goal, one straight kick, the difference at the moment. 43 points Glenelg, 49 Sturt. Down the centre goes Crozer.
Crozer's kick looking down ground, and it's Bergen that marks, and Bergen has played a good game in this grand final. And what a grand final it's been.
Marker getting up very, very sore, I notice, in the centre of the ground.
That's Peter Marker, holding his back. A tremendous captain. Down towards the square it goes. The man in front was Tardif. A wall of players picked up by Barton. Barton around the corner, and he's hit the post.
Oh, One goal, one. Oh, dear me. And Sturt doing all the attacking against the Breeze. Can they keep the pressure up for all of the quarter? They've only been playing for 3 minutes.
And the Bays haven't penetrated their forward line so far. Crows are kicking down, a beautiful kick. Corn's high and a great mark to Davies.
Davies hasn't had the greatest of days. No one a big lift from him in this final term. But Sturt have started just as well into the Breeze in this final quarter as the Bays played with it against it in the third.
Davies keeps the ball low. It's a great kick. Knocked away by Crows. A tremendous play. Taps it on again. Got Bergen to come at. Long hand pass clear. The brilliant Bagshaw gets knocked to the ground by the equally brilliant McFarlane. And umpire Ducker to bounce.
Holding the ball, said the crowd, but they didn't grab him. Correct decision by umpire Ducker then. Play on.
Tregenza towards Marriott. Taken by Noonan. On to Howard. Wickens tried to smother it into the forward pocket. Crows are knocked Whelan down, and Whelan will take a free kick. There's no doubt about that.
Well, Freddie Phillips kicked one from there in the third quarter against the Breeze. Now, the first time we've seen the Sturt full forward for a long, long while, he's got to do exactly the same card. Whelan has taken 2 marks and had 2 kicks.
At the moment, he's won 107 goals, the same number as he scored in 73. He's one of only 4 footballers in the history of the game here in South Australia to have kicked 100 goals in consecutive seasons. And here he has a chance to beat his 1973 record of 107. It makes it 108 if he kicks this. Had 106 at the start of play, and he's kicked 1 today.
And it makes it a very, very valuable goal for Sturt if he can get it. The distance will be there. There'll be no doubt about that. And it's straight through for his second.
Well, there's a goal. They're the sort that win matches. It's got to be done, and through the centre it goes. 2 goals, 3 kicks he's had, and he's kicked 2 goals. 6 goals, 743. That's Glenelg's score. 714, 56. That's Sturt score. 2 goals won the difference. We've been playing for 4.5 minutes only in the last quarter. There's plenty of breeze. There's plenty of time for the Bays to get back.
Only
13 points.
21 scoring shots to 13. There's the tap down taken by Bagshaw, lost by that player, Marker. Marker trying to get a kick at the ball. Bagshaw again out of the diamond. And Bagshaw's kick in towards the forward pocket. Big Cardiff, and he's played the game of his life today. Works the short one over towards Colby. Colby looks done. Here's the handball back from McFarlane towards Colby. Made the yard to get to that one. The handball back towards the kid, Weston. Goes towards Davies. Weston's down. The Bays at the moment look as though they've stopped because it's taken by Noonan. Noonan's kick to the half-forward line. Here's Wayne
good mark.
Good falling mark.
Marker in the centre of the ground's on one leg. It goes to Tregenza.
Tregenza's got the ball. We thought at 3/4 time the Bays might run right away with this, but they look a very tired side at the moment, even going with the Breeze as they kick to the half-forward line. Ball goes through, taken by Adcock, handled it very surely, kick towards centre wing, out towards his teammate in Tony Lloyd, and it'll be a throw-in in front of our Channel 9 telecasting point with Sturt 7-14, Glenelg 6-7. 13 points the difference, Sturt leading.
Peter Marker, very worried look on his face then.
Tregenza, up he goes, partly controlled the ball. Noonan again, a great last turn from the little chap, tried to burst his way through. Bergen and McFarlane, here's Noonan again. Oh, tripped there, Colby, and Colby will get the free kick just back with his centre wing.
And he got caught then. He did it on purpose, but Colby grabbed around the ankles, put fetters on him.
8-minute mark, he'd want to put it high up in the air, let the Breeze do the work. He doesn't, it's falling short towards Bagshaw. Now it bounces through the half-forward line. Adcock, last mistake he made, it was 1923. It's tapped away, picked up here by Nelson. Nelson with a handball to Noonan. Noonan, a tremendous last term, takes the handball, kicks towards Butt. Colby over the top. Taken by Tregenza. Tregenza steadies at centre wing, goes across the face of the goal, finds Marker. Marker would want to kick it out of sight. This is what he tries to do. Puts it up there, lets the Breeze do the job. Down to full forward. Freddie Phillips peels for the mark, didn't take it. Taken by Nelson, the kick away, past McFarlane, up towards centre wing, all the Blues. Taken by Brendan Howard. Steadies at centre wing, drives down towards the half-forward line. Graham, Cardiff, Barton, and umpire Ducker will run in and bounce on the half-forward line, and certainly the Bays are not finishing on the way we expected they would, Wally.
Yes, but Sturt are not playing well. Then 3 Sturt players flew for that ball, spoiled one another, and it's a ball up. They've got to grab it and kick goal.
8-minute mark, time term. Noonan again, he's done everything. It's a great last quarter specialist. That's Tardif on the bottom of that pack. Nobody can question his courage after his game today for the Bays, and he would have silenced a lot of his critics with a great effort. Here, in fact, is the ruckman. Here, Tregenza. Tregenza comes in, taps it straight to Noonan. Noonan kicks it down to the forward pocket. Crozer comes to meet it.
Oh, bad
make a
mistake.
mistake. Wheeling straight to Graham. Graham comes in. Forward goes 6 points. And Sturt looked just as good going into the breeze as the Bays did in the last term.
Oh, and Graham made no mistake. His second goal was a beauty. A handball, set it up, and bang, a straight kick. And goals win matches, and they've just kicked one. 8-14, 62 Sturt. Playing tremendous football. The defence is standing fast. Glenelg 6-7-43. Graham 11 kicks, 2 goals, 2 behinds, and 2 marks. And 1 Glenelg player. He hit Bennett in the first minute of the game, and he's off.
Well, what do you think now, Ian?
Well, there's still a long way to go, Max. There's only 10 minutes. There's 58,000 people here viewing this game. 58,042 to be precise, as Davies gets it down, and they've certainly enjoyed the game so far.
Noonan has been in the bottom of every scrimmage, and his last quarter has to be seen to be believed. He's been in the thick of everything.
What a wonderful crowd, 58,000 people. I believe they turned them away. It's taken here by Lloyd. Lloyd kicking it going forward. On it goes. Taken by Howard to Graham. The Blues look tremendous at the moment. The clock. Barton. Barton makes a bad mistake. Out of play on the full.
Oh, yes, came on at 3/4 time. Replaced Lauder on the end of a chain of hand passes and misses out of bounds on the full into the breeze. 4th kick since he's been on, Barton.
Good kick.
Beautiful kick from Crozer towards Wayne. Phillips couldn't take it, but came back strongly. Great smother.
Good
Great
football.
play by McFarlane. Away goes Marker, and there's a Sturt player down in
Graham.
front. It's Graham. Over the back. Freddie Phillips on to Corns. Corns should go back to Freddie Phillips. Does so. Makes a mistake. In trouble, but came up well. Cool as you like. Tried to pop it over towards Marriott. And Nelson very happy to take that out of play. And have a look at Michael Graham there, getting up onto his feet. Helped there by the Sturt runner and David Edwards. And Graham coming away limping, as you can see.
They wouldn't want to lose him now. They took the chance and played both reserves at 3/4 time. Throw in the forward pocket is tapped down, taken away by Little Noonan again towards Nelson. He'll get out of trouble. Kicks it across the face of goals. McFarlane goes after it. And Bergen, test the speed between these two. Down they go. Picked up by Bergen. He'll bring it away from the half-back line.
Down towards Wild. Taken by Wayne Phillips. Peter Marker is in lots of trouble. Peter Marker can hardly run. And there's a kicking in danger.
Yes, Peter Marker in the centre of the ground was hurt early in this quarter. Just about the first bounce in, I saw him go, but he's been struggling ever since. He's going to get the mark, though.
Oh, no, he don't. Taken there by Murphy. Colby back there fighting desperately against 2 Sturt players. The faster legs of Barton carrying forward, and he got tripped. Graham tried to play on. He seems to have recovered all right.
Wayne Phillips probably didn't realise just how badly his skipper was handicapped, or I'm sure he wouldn't have tried that short pass at this time of the game with a raging gale at his back.
In fairness
I
to
think
Wayne
he called
Phillips,
for it,
Marker
though.
called for it.
Yes,
Rolly.
definitely called for it.
Barton.
Barton must get this. Whelan must grab one if they're going to win it. Oh, look at the kick!
Bad kick, and what is it? It's Alfie Roberts says it's out on the full.
Just.
Barton has kicked badly since he's been there. He missed a chance at goal a little while ago, and that was bad.
Well, Glenelg have not added to their score in the last quarter. They don't look like adding to their score either, as the Sturt machine is really winding itself up. On it goes Noonan. We saw him play a tremendous last quarter of halfway through the season, and this is probably as equal to that particular one.
I keep looking at the flags because you'd almost imagine the Sturt were finishing with the breeze behind them, but the change hasn't come. They're still into the breeze.
Noonan's kick comes off hands. Whelan in trouble. Dishes it out. Taken by Tregenza. Tregenza kicking it clear. It's a long kick. It's a beauty. Carey up in the air couldn't take it. Off hands. Davies putting in a tremendous last quarter as well. Onto Murphy, tackled and dropped.
John Murphy had the odd word or two to say.
Wickets now. Marker leading towards the outer side of the oval. That's the only way that they can possibly get it to.
Oh, look at that!
Look at that, says Wally May, and that was Paul Bagshaw. That's what you're looking at. Out it comes. Bergen steadying. Down towards Barton. Couldn't take it. Wickens there. Clever play. Bergen tackled. Wasn't retarded. Plump on towards Noonan. Gee, they look good, Sturt, at the moment. Wild there. Tackled quickly. And dropping the ball. The free kick will favour Brian Coleman.
Well, you'd hardly think it's the same base side as in the third quarter, but in fairness to them, both reserves on. They've got nobody to replace injured Marker and a lot of other players who look as though they've run out of legs. There's the handball from Noonan to Davies. Davies with the handball on to Brendan Howard. Marker tried to make the extra yard. There's Miles. Miles would be a good 55 metres out from the goal.
Well, there's 15 minutes gone in this quarter. It's starting to tick away. And Glenelg 43 points, Sturt 62.
2 goals, 7 the difference. And there's a beautiful kick from Miles, but it's drifting off to the side. Whelan got up high. Wild tried to snap a good smother there by Wayne Phillips. A good effort from him in this final term. Kicks clear, out to Miles, partly spoiled by Tregenza. A handball back to Brendan Howard. Tries to get a look at the goals. He'll go for holding the ball. And that would be about the 4th holding the ball in the last 10 minutes against Sturt. All justified. Wickens brings it away from the half-back line, puts his boot behind it to the centre of the ground towards Cole. Well, he's dropped right out of it. McFarlane tries to kick it off the ground, comes to Lloyd. A great last quarter from him. Lloyd's kicked down towards the half-forward line. Cardiff came in. Bergen picks it up. He's a tired player. Gives it over to Murphy. Back to Bergen. Still running on. I bet his legs feel like lead as he kicks into the full forward spot. Knocked away by Tregenza. Barton. He's had 3 shots. This time he's put it through, and Sturt goes further ahead.
Oh, Barton read that beautifully. That's what he can do. Handle that forward pocket specialist. He didn't miss kick that time. His 6th kick went straight through the centre, off the front of the pack. Barton brought on by Odie at 3/4 time. Lauder was taken off. Belts through a very, very valuable goal.
Perhaps unlucky not to have been in today's side originally, and the fact that he was their best player the last time these two sides met.
Wickens playing in the centre of the ground for Glenelg at the moment, as Sturt seem to have a stranglehold on this game now. They're
3-7
in front. That's a lot to make up. Across there goes Howard. On to Lloyd. McFarlane wasn't pushed in the back, and that was a good decision. He'd be nearly the Seiko winner, McFarlane. A tremendous game all day long.
16-minute mark, and what looked like could be a Bay Grand final at 3/4 time. Sturt now look almost safe.
Taken there by Bergen. Bergen dropped the ball.
5th holding the ball against Sturt. All quite correct.
Weston. Bergen seemed to be well and truly over the mark. Weston kicks it high towards centre. Half-forward, Freddie Phillips couldn't take it. Marker in a lot of trouble. He's playing on a half-forward flank at the moment. And umpire Ducker will bounce the ball. And there's Peter Marker. He seems to have completely run out of oomph at the moment.
And he stopped one right at the start of this quarter. I saw him get it, and he's been sick, sore and sorry ever since. No reserves left.
3 goals, 7 the difference is Bagshaw. And that tackle was very high. Freddie Phillips right foots at the goal, and it's through.
Freddie Phillips puts on his 3rd goal, and a little bit more sting comes back into the Glenelg side. There's still plenty of time. There's still plenty of breeze. But we've only been playing now, what is it? Oh, dear.
17 minutes.
17, yes, no more. I was going to say 18, but it's still a good game. Anyone's game.
2 goals, 7 the difference.
3-1
Sturt leading. But it was only 5 points the difference at 3/4 time, and Sturt have gone into the breeze very convincingly to this stage. Umpire Duck
To him, but if you can lip read, you know what was said. Doug Long leaving the ground now. There is something on his left hand there. A walkie-talkie. I thought they were illegal. Evidently not, because the Bays wouldn't cheat. Yes. Back in the centre. Carey, Davies, brought it down beautifully for Odie. McFarlane knocked over. In goes Carey very aggressively and quite legitimately.
Knocked
and that hurt Brenton Howard.
Oh, he's down and hurt hard. A big body crashed in. He's been shifted from centre half forward, Carey. He's on the ball.
And he could be just the player to get it. Marker in trouble. They're not getting a very good run at the moment, the Bays, I can tell you that. That looked about the fourth pushing in the back of the road to me.
2-7 the difference. Sturt lead, but on the other hand, there have been a lot of free kicks gone Bay's way.
He just stopped one and he's sick. Marker's sick out on a half-forward flank. Both reserves on. Glenelg starting to run out of legs.
Carey and Wild. Carey from the back. He's making the difference, as somebody said. Good smother there by Murphy, I think it was. Comes to Wayne Phillips. He taps it on intelligently to Hodgman. He saw the Guernsey. Gave it to Wickens. The kid steadies from the centre of the ground. It's a good spiral punt with the breeze. Right to foot.
Oh, look at that! Eddie Osborne.
Osborne, is it? Yes, 17.
It's been played and it's been
As it
only
should
35
be.
metres.
And from the back, Windsor tried to mark it 3 deep. And Teddy Osborne in front. Freddie Phillips was there, but it was Osborne's mark. No argument about it. Ian Aiken was right. He's kicked one behind. He's got the breeze to help him. He's got to belt this one through. He's had 15 kicks. Here it comes. On its way. Easy. Goal! Osborne puts it right through the centre, and the Bays come back into it. And we've played 20 minutes. There's 5 minutes plus time on to play. Sturt have been in control, but that goal and the of Carey from centre half forward to the ruck has made the difference. Carey's there, Corns is there, Colwell is there in the centre for this bounce. The all-important bounce. This one, whoever takes it out, could win this grand final.
1 goal, 7 the difference. 20.5 minutes into the last quarter. The premiership. Whoever wins this has won it, naturally. It's taken by Howard. Taken by Whelan. Whelan would have been hurt then. Brilliant play out. On towards the little fella Graham. Martin's in a forward pocket. Martin marks.
Oh, and there it is. Out of the centre. As quick as you like. And the side that does that might just win this grand final. He's got to come right round Barton.
No one looking after
He likes
Graham.
them on the run. Graham's on his own, but I don't think they'll do it. It'll be a back screwy into the breeze. It'll take some doing.
He's kicked 1-1.
13 points the difference.
Barton lining it up. The kick is where?
1 point.
1 point.
13 points. That makes 14 points the difference. 14 points the difference, and Glenelg have got the job to do. They've got to come down the centre. They've got big Tarter for centre half forward. They've got to use him.
Well, here's the kick in, and it's marked by Noonan.
It's a bad kick.
I doubt if the Bays can win it now. 8-7 to 9-15 with Sturt in front. And Noonan playing a tremendous game.
Bays are out on their feet. That's the problem, Ian.
Kicked into Corns, got it awfully close. Back it comes towards Bergen. Met to Oatey. Oatey really hasn't done much in this game. Tackled Bergen. Through goes Jimmy Rawson, on towards McFarlane. McFarlane steadying, kicking down ground, looking for Weston. Pushed in the back. Wild will take the free kick.
Correct decision.
No doubt about that.
55 points to 69. Sturt lead with only 2 minutes away from the time on period. They'd be dreadfully unlucky to lose it from here. And the Bays look as though they're completely spent.
Behind was Corns. Grand finals are won on guts, there's no doubt about that. And Sturt and Glenelg are displaying all the attributes of 2 tremendous sides.
And there's a tired Glenelg side there. Corns gets up to his feet just. McFarlane's nearly collapsed. Marker's out on a half-forward flank, a spent force.
And Clonk taking the ball forward. Well, there's the value of having a good rest. Wayne Phillips.
He's played well, this fella.
Nearly best on ground.
Oh, he's had a great last quarter. He's one of those that's kept on running on his. He's passed up towards Hodgman on the half-back line. Klump arrives a little bit too late, and Hodgman will bring it away for the Bays from their half-back position.
2 minutes plus time on to go. 14 points to difference.
Marker gives him the lead, but he kicks it away from that spot towards the centre of the ground. Couldn't have put it in the worst spot. Paul Bagshaw, he'll do something constructive with
there
it. Look
it is.
at it, straight out to Brendan Howard, last year's Channel 9's Rookie of the Year. Playing his second season.
Davies, unattended.
He's one that second-year horrors have had nothing for. From the back, Michael Graham took a claim of the ball, and the mark's been played. A good leap there. Sturt attacking into the breeze.
14 points of difference, 1 minute plus time on to go. Sturt lead, going into the breeze. Graham will go as far as he can.
They've had 24 scoring shots to 15 as the ball falls short. That was Wayne Phillips in the front spot, taken there and kicked away in defence by Hodgman, I think it was, up to the centre of the ground. Vic Wild.
There's a man that's played well. A very, very serviceable game of football. Hit out well, marked well, done everything. That's had 9 kicks. There it goes.
The kick by Wild at the half-forward flank in front. Colby. Mark not paid. He didn't have a great claim on it. Comp with a handball away towards Davies. Hodgman comes in. By word, his game for a youngster. He tried to take on Davies. Then would have given away 2 or 3 stone.
Graham's down again and in awful trouble out here on the wing.
Fine, there won't be a great deal of time on. We've just gone into that period. There's been very little scoring in this final term. Bad kick away, and Sturt got it once. The Bays, unfortunately, very courageous, but they're out on their feet. They've got both reserves on the ground, and I would say there'd be 2 or 3 players they would like to replace right at this very moment if they had the players on the bench.
Vernon's had 7 kicks this quarter, Max. A tremendous quarter.
They lost Bennett in the first term. There's the kick to the half-forward line. That was Hodgman, got up very high. Davies, straight towards goal. The handball over. Whelan, and he just couldn't pluck it in. 1 point.
1 point makes 15 points the difference. We've entered the time-on period. Half a minute's gone. Crozer comes down the middle.
Looking across there for teammate in Carey. That's the way it's gone, but it's taken there by Osborne. Osborne's kicked forward. Nelson underneath it. Nelson won't let that get away.
Sandy Nelson played a wonderful game. He beat Carey. He had 1 bad quarter. Western beat him for 1 quarter. Has had 11 kicks, but for 3 quarters, impassable at centre-half back.
Nelson's kick over. Carey up. That was long enough.
Carey shifted from centre-half forward where Nelson beat him. Has played well since he's been on the ball in the last quarter.
In a low-scoring game. Sturt look as though they've won the 74 pennant. Forward, Nelson, long enough. No, not long enough. McFarlane over there. Battled tremendously all day long for his side. What an inspiration.
Sturt led by 5 points at 3-quarter time, 2 goals at half-time, and by 40 points at the first change after they won the toss.
Tardif.
Oh, there he goes, Noonan.
Away he goes, the mighty mouse. Carey underneath it, and that's a tremendous mark to Carey.
Big backshore then, Carey on the ball. Inspiration to his side, short to Corwell.
Twiggy Corwell there.
Noonan.
A push to the back to Twiggy Corwell. Corwell to take the free kick.
There's a fight?
No, not really. Marriott and Howard getting mixed up.
Knee in the back then caused that one, as indicated by Ducker.
Good kick from Twiggy Corwell. Back towards the square it goes. Corn's leaping high. He's playing at full forward at the moment and out of play.
Actually, Corns then trying to repeat last year's 73 leap in which he put the Bays back in front in the time-on period, and that's the situation right now. But unfortunately for the Bays on this occasion, couldn't pull it down.
No, I'm afraid they're done. Tardif. Miles. Going forward as Lloyd. Adcock. He was the player I called as Miles. Hodgman has a snap at the goals, but it's out on lifting.
2 minutes gone. 15 points the difference.
1 goal, 9, yes.
Sturt in control of the 1974 Grand Final. A very tired Glenelg side.
Winter bringing the ball into play. Out towards the half-back flank. Teddy Osborne up, out of play, and Alf Roberts to bring the ball back in for the umpiring brigade.
Repeating the crowd for you, 58,000, wasn't it, Ian?
58,042 to be exact. Carey over. They haven't stopped trying, the Bays, and they haven't led all day long today. And I'm afraid they're not going to.
It must be right on that siren. People starting to encroach on the ground.
Marriott's free kick.
Towards centre-half forward. That's Tardif soaring. He's had a good day today for the Bays. The mark's been paid. But even if he kicks it, I'm afraid that the seconds have ticked away too far and too fast as far as the Bays are concerned. Sturt will take out this premiership in 1974. There's the kick from him. He's way offline. He's kicked it out on the full.
Out of bounds, and a tired player is Tardif. He's played well. He's a centre-half forward now. Winter has the ball. Back pocket, he's going to come across the goals into the defence pocket.
Wouldn't matter, Wally. It must be seconds away as it's kicked to the back pocket. Murphy in the front spot, over his head, takes it to the line. Quite happy to see it go out of bounds. 70 points to 55. Sturt 25 scoring shots to 15 of Glenelg. So from that point of view, they'd have been very unlucky to have lost it here today at Football Park. Their only bad quarter was the 3rd term. Whelan gets the tap down, taken by Nelson. And Nelson's got it now after Lloyd was claimed. Umpire Ducker, another good exhibition in the 74 Grand Final, umpiring his 198th league game. Tap down to Murphy, tackled by Fred Phillis.
Gee, this psycho is going to be hard to pick this afternoon.
Oh, isn't it?
Never. It could go to a Glenelg player too. McFarlane's played well. A tremendous game.
Only seconds remaining before the end of the season.
Davies gets the tap down. Graham hung onto his boot. Colby's got it. He won't give up. Gives it towards Colwell. Colwell tried to jump a player.
That's it.
There's the siren. As Ian Aitken's excited voice told you. And look at the scenes of jubilation there as the Sturt players go wild. They all run embracing each other with the final score. Sturt 9-16 to Glenelg 8-7. You've been viewing on Channel 9 commentators Ian Aitken, Wally May and Max Hall. Well, tremendous scenes here at Football Park. Tremendous scenes here at Football Park as Sturt have just won the 1974 Grand Final, defeating Glenelg. Sturt 9-16 to Glenelg's 8-7. And just to show you how quickly commentators change their opinions, we had the Bays perhaps running away with this one in three-quarter time. After a great third quarter against the Breeze, they're only 5 points down, but Sturt outplayed them in the final term. Wally May with his comments as Paul Bagshaw gets hoisted aloft, the skipper of the victorious Blues.
So he should too, because in the last quarter, Bagshaw was one of the instruments that kept them into the game. Helped by Noonan, a tremendous last quarter, and don't forget Howard in the middle of the ground, in control for 25 minutes because Marker was hurt, went out on a half-forward swing. A tired Bayside, beaten by a better side on the day, the Sturt double blue.
That was Judge Brebner, who just went across and congratulated Sturt coach Jack Odie, and I'm sure Sturt fans would have picked that one up. But there's Jack Odie being congratulated by all and sundry now. He's done a great job with the Blues again in 74. He's had a star-studded career both as a player and coach, and I guess that he'd be just as excited about this 74 premiership as about those 6 in a row that they won a few years back. Ian Aitken.
Yes, and spare of thought for the poor old Bayside, and there they are over there. They've had an indifferent season, but they fought back brilliantly at the end of the season to get up into the grand final. There's Peter Marker, best on ground last weekend. There's Judge Brebner walking past, but Peter Marker tried his heart out today. There was no doubt about that. They weren't quite good enough in that last quarter.
I think it's fair to say, Ian, that they did not run out of heart, but they did run out of legs. They lost Bennett in the first term, and they lost, who was the other player in the third quarter? Anyway, they had both reserves on before three-quarter time, and really there were 2 or 3 players in the 18 in the final term who, to my mind, would have been replaced if the reserves hadn't been there.
There's no doubt about that. If they'd have been there, they'd have been replaced, and that bump of Graham's in the first couple of minutes might have made the difference. It took Bennett out of the game, and a reserve was there early in the game.
There's Graham now, right in the middle of your Channel 9 screen, and he played an electric first half. Wally's just told you about his tremendous bump. There's Robert Otey, hands on hips, Miles. There's Peter Marker, and we stand by for the presentation of the Thomas Seymour Hill Trophy. That's Judge Brebner, and unfortunately we can't hear the commentary here from the noise from the big crowd of 58,042 people who flocked into Football Park today. And certainly this has been a triumph for the Football League, and there's the triumph for the Sturt players as they hold the 74 premiership pennant aloft, and they're going to have to find space on the scoring board at Unley for yet another pennant. There's the Thomas Seymour Hill Trophy again, named in honour of Tom Hill, Secretary of the League for many, many years. Judge Brebner, Peter Marker, hands on hip, typical pose. Paul Bagshaw won our Seiko Award for the Double Blues a fortnight ago, and he did just as many constructive things today. As Ian Aitken said a moment ago, it's going to be a hard Seiko to pick. There's Jack Odie, good shot of him. He's pleased as punch. That was Max Bashier on his right. There's Paul Bagshaw. Robert Barton then waving his hands, waving to the crowd. There he is. He came on in the last quarter, and he was very happy to be in the 20. I don't think you can pick it up, but Paul Bagshaw, in a very modest tribute, said that if the result had been different at the start of the game when they tossed the coin that the Bays could have been in this position today as 74 premiers. And it's a wonderful comment, friend, a very chivalrous comment from the captain, the likeable captain of the double blue side. Unfortunately, the kids now scream onto the ground. They've been very patient, and they'll accompany the double blues as they start off on their victory run around the ground. And final comment from Wally May and Ian Aitken both.
Well, the last quarter won it for Sturt against the Breeze. Their system paid off. They stuck to their guns. Bagshaw, Noonan, Howard, tremendous games, and fresh legs in Barton made a difference. A good move to bring him on at three-quarter time.
It mightn't have been one of the best games, the best grand finals I've ever seen, but I can assure you of this, it was one of the most tensest grand finals I've ever seen. The atmosphere was electrifying, and the third quarter perhaps may have been one of the best individual quarters I've ever seen in a grand final.
Certainly it was one of the most absorbing. The scene was this: Sturt 2 goals in front at half-time and looking good with the Breeze at their back in the third term and a dry ball. But the Bays played superlative football, short passing, handballing in the back line into the stiff Breeze, and at three-quarter time were only 5 points down. We, here in the Channel 9 box, and there would have been 20,000 at least would have agreed with us, thought the Bays were a reasonably good thing at that stage, but Sturt did to the Bays what the Bays had done to the Double Blues in the third term. They outplayed them into the Breeze and thoroughly deserved their win. Repeating the final scores: Sturt 9 goals 16, 70 points, defeating Glenelg 8 goals 7, 55 points, a 15-point margin in favour of the Double Blues, who took out the 1974 premiership quite fittingly, because they were the minor premiers for 74 and only lost 3 games for the year. Good luck to them. You've been viewing on Channel 9, your commentators Wally May, Ian Aitken and Max Hall.